Your team doesn't trust you because you are addicted to fixing things, and fixing things does not mean that you have a strategy. So I know why you stay in your inbox all day. I know why you love to be the resident firefighter. I know why you love to be in all those meetings. And I definitely know why you love the tactical pieces of your role. And it's only one reason I could think of. It's simply and solely because you feel like the busyness is a strategy. And in actuality, you're actually scared of strategy and you love the tactical piece of your role. See, here's the thing I need you to understand, and what corporate is not explaining to you. Strategy at times is risky. Strategy elevates your leadership, but you are stuck in a mindset that allows you to be tactical. And as long as you're tactical, you look busy. And as long as you look busy, you feel that you've been productive. But your executive leadership sees you as someone who is the resident firefighter and will never promote you to the visionary, to the innovator, to executive leadership where you actually should be the moment you begin to know and understand that tactics will not get you promoted. It's the strategy that will. And because you're afraid of strategy, you won't move up. So, what you need to understand is that managers react to the present. Executives actually shape the future. So, when you run around as the resident firefighter, what you're doing is proving to the team that you are the resident firefighter. You are an operator. You're a task manager. You are a doer instead of being strategic. So the moment you begin to come out of those meetings that you don't need to be in, the moment you can execute and scale, the moment you're able to actually have a process or a strategy, because a feeling is not a strategy. A feeling is simply that's how you feel. That's it. A strategy goes based off of data, based off of trends. You are predicting what it could possibly look like in your particular business based off of those trends. The moment you understand that and learn to play the game, it's the moment your leadership begins to elevate. So, what do we need to do? Detox you from being busy. We need you to begin to ask questions that really focus on executive leadership. Here's a few questions if you need them. What problem are we actually solving? And based on the data, is it worth solving that particular problem? Why is this so important? Because the team or that question actually demands evidence. Quite often in corporate leadership, we want to go based off of feeling and we get excited about the new shiny initiative when in fact, we need to have data in order to move forward. And what is the return on that? What is the ROI on that particular initiative project? Once you have that information with you and your executive leadership, then you can move forward. Number two, and I love this, what do I need to say no to in order to say yes to this? What do I need to say no to here in order to say yes to this? Why is that so important? Because in order for you to remain aligned with any initiative and or project and the trajectory of your leadership career, you have to begin to say no to something. And the moment you say no to something that's clouding or your mind or is a distraction, is the moment you say yes to alignment. Strategy is all about trade offs. The moment you begin to trade off is the moment you elevate your leadership. And number three, how do I double my efficiency in 6 months? Why is that so important? Because in my leadership pillars, leadership identity, executive presence, leadership influence, and an ops and scale, it is imperative that you begin to scale your leadership. If you're not scaling your leadership, then you remain in the rat race, if you will, of just doing the same thing over and over again, which means you're addicted to the dopamine, which means we stay in the cycle. What I'm trying to help you to appreciate is that in order to get out of the cycle, you need to know and understand who you are as a leader, what that looks like from an executive presence, how you can influence your team, whether it's your peers, your direct reports, or your executive leadership. And then once you do that, then you can begin to scale. Until then, you remain a task rabbit and not being the strategic leader that you could be. Now, if you need more, this is exactly what we're talking about in class. DanieSheldon.net has the details. Many of you have already signed up. And listen, the seats are filling quickly. If you need more information, simply DM me Executive Presence and I will send you the link. Like, comment, and follow for more. And let me know in the comments if you're having a challenge or if you're addicted to being busy and you need a strategy.